People who are toxic defy logic. Some are ignorantly oblivious to the negative impact that their toxic personality poses to those around them, and others seem to enjoy the satisfaction that comes from creating chaos and pushing other people's buttons. While it is crucial to learn how to deal with different kinds of people, knowing how to spot a person with a toxic personality should be paramount, because truly toxic people will never be worth your time and energy, no matter how hard you try. Toxic people create unnecessary complexity, strife, and worst of all, stress. In today's video, I'll share with you, well, you obviously know what I'm going to share with you, but in case you don't, I'll share with you 5 toxic personalities to avoid. And if you're new to our channel, do consider subscribing. Number 1. Self-absorbed individuals. Self-absorbed people believe in me and not we. Whatever they do, think, or say is always about them. They feel that the world revolves only around them, so everything is still about themselves. Everyone must care for themselves, yes, but self-absorbed people go way beyond that. Such types of toxic people can be identified by personality traits like caring only about themselves and their activities. They don't show interest in the rest of the world. Their own emotions, feelings, actions, comfort, needs, etc. are always being prioritized, at times at the expense of other people. Having these people around is not healthy because they are inconsiderate and you cannot trust them to be there for you in difficult times. Hence, it is better to avoid them. Self-care may be good, but overdoing it to the point whereby you don't care about another person's life, we can't say that's not toxic. It's toxic, and if you do this, you need to change, because I don't see how you're going to avoid yourself. Number 2. The Twisters. Sounds like a comic book weapon. Certain toxic people have bad intentions. They generally derive deep satisfaction from the pain and misery of others. This set of individuals are called the Twisters. They are either out to hurt you, make you feel bad, or get something from you. Otherwise, they have no use for you. The only good thing about this type of people is that you can spot their intentions quickly, which makes it much more faster to get rid of them. But then again, they may attempt to manipulate you into letting them back into your life again. They will always use words like, "I don't know what came over me. I think I had a mental breakdown." To avoid such people from coming back to you with such manipulative excuses, you must cut them off completely. If I can be permitted to be a little blunt here, accept no bullshit. Number 3. People who want to be you. Stay away from the ones that want to be you. Now, this is not in any way disregarding the role of modeling or mentorship. We all have role models, people that we want to be like later in life. However, wanting to be like someone is quite different from wanting to be someone. Wanting to be like someone means you admire some specific characters about them, some characteristics about them. But wanting to actually be someone is spurred up by envy. If a person wants to be you, then she or he has an ulterior motive. They probably want to drag you down and take your position. For instance, you take a photo on social media that got many likes, right? A person who wants to be you would go to any length to get that same clothing and also strike that exact same pose in order to get more likes and shares than you did. If you notice anyone around you with such a behavior or any related attitude, then you should avoid them entirely. They mean no good. Number 4. Pessimist. It can't be done. It's unrealistic. You'll fail and only embarrass yourself. Don't even try. What's wrong with you? Don't try it, says a pessimistic individual. The continuous litany of negativity that flows from the mouth of these kind of people can slowly persuade even the most determined optimistic person that they will never succeed. These people don't just complain or down-talk you and all your ideas. They live with a misguided certainty that they, you, and everyone around them will fail, and that it's better to not even begin that project, that goal, in the first place. These people will never make attempts to move forward because they believe that if they do, they will trip and fall. And if you spend time with people like this, neither will you. Even if you don't adopt their negative views, you will definitely surely begin to doubt yourself. You may begin to reason if the risks involved in chasing your dreams are worth it. The pessimist often claims to be a realist, but the fact is that their beliefs about the world are based on its uncertainties, which is nothing more than a dark fairy tale. The sooner you entirely avoid these kind of people, the better for you. Now, I feel the need to shed some light. Yes, you will definitely trip and fall along the line. I believe all of us should know that by now. Things would almost never work the way we plan. But that doesn't give you an excuse not to go for your goals. That's just plain ridiculous. Shove such people out of your life and don't try to be a good person in this case, because I want to change them. Oh, I know someone like that. John's like that. Sarah's like that. And then you trap yourself in this ridiculous position, trying to help someone, but ultimately not even helping yourself. Sometimes you can't help people. You might want to try, but please don't linger long. Otherwise, they'll get to you. Number 5. The last but not the least. Ignorant individuals. Ignorant people are not uneducated people. They're not even those who aren't as educated as you are. They're also not people who don't have a particular set of skills or talents. Nor are they mental invalids. No. They're quite fine, and their minds are just as valid and potentially transformative as your own. They may even be more educated than you are. However, these individuals are close-minded, who, because of ego, self-righteousness, are unwilling to adapt to changes and learn. Ignorant people work in absolutes. They think things should only be done one way, or that change is never a good thing. They are stuck up in their old beliefs and often refuse to learn from their mistakes, even when the facts are presented to them. If you have such people in your life who never listen to the opinions of others, then you should altogether avoid them before they transfer their ignorance to you. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, do consider subscribing. And I'll see you next time.